Alright, hey everyone, Wandabout here, and welcome to Dandy Ace, if I can actually... There we go. So Dandy Ace, to be totally honest, looks a lot like Hades. I don't actually know if it is like Hades, but I saw the death animation, I was like, oh man, that looks just pulled straight out of it. So, as such, it's an isometric action roguelike, with neat combos and a really stylish art style. Like, I'll be honest, I'm a guy that can appreciate some pink. This may be a little bit more pink, magenta, and purple than I'm usually used to throwing around here, but that's okay. Anyway, let's just dive in and see how this goes. So this game will not be out for a while. It doesn't come out until July, unless I'm mistaken. So we've still got a little ways to go on the development side of things, and a little ways to go before it actually launches. But I figured I'd take a quick look at it, see if I like it, and maybe play a buttload of it. We'll see.
Well, if it's not Dandy Ace, the best magician of all times. Lele, the Green-Eyed Illusionist, finally got you with his tricks. Who would imagine that he would go so far as to create the ever-changing palace just to defeat you? But fear not. When he pulled you inside this cursed mirror, your magical cards came with you. Use them wisely and good luck.
Okay, dashing dash. Let's see, pick card. So, basic dash, got it. Shooting stars, fires a barrage of shooting stars. Third star also explodes, adds in power and magic, and ace scatters explosive cards that explode on contact. Okay, so I can shoot things, and it looks like we've got a landmine. Got it. Ow! Okay, do not give those guys a whole lot of leeway or they're going to wreck me. Let's go to the options for a second. This is something that I always have to do whenever I launch a new game, which is modify the sound settings a little bit. It takes some fine-tuning. So, slightly... Okay, at least 2 active portals to teleport. Alright, let's figure it out. Yeah, I gotta remember I can use my... I think I messed something up. Cosmetic Vortex found. Okay. Well, for a studio that isn't Supergiant, this ain't half bad. I'm digging the art style. The character's movement is very bouncy. Did I actually take that hit? Or... I probably did. There was like a little bit of a slowdown. I'm not sure if you can actually get iframes on the dash. Which means I'm going to take some damage just trying to test this. Oh, I see. So I can travel between portals. That makes sense. Must gather the spade ski to get in. It's going to take a little bit before I get used to the patterns. That's fine. I like the idea of the... Okay, that's a blueprint for probably a new move. I like the idea that we keep finding cosmetic things. And Jump Scare, Tier 2, blinks forward, scaring enemies away. Fear, adds fear to blue-yellow cards. Adds Taste of Fear to pink cards. Interesting. So... Wait. Hold for card menu. Oh, so I could put it here if I wanted to. That's interesting. Okay, so Taste of Fear to pink cards. Got it. So, if I hit them with... Let's go with that for the time being. I wonder if I can actually manage this at any other point. Yes, I can. So I can actually move this around if I felt like it. Oh, that's a cool system. So I could have a fear blink, or I can have fear on my landmines. Which, ow. I really got to work on not taking a whole bunch of damage here. I don't actually think putting fear on the landmines is really worth it most of the time, but I understand why it is the way it is. It's literally Wizard of Legend with better graphics. Ish. There's enough differences that I wouldn't call them that similar. Bubble Trouble. Shoots a big bubble that deals more damage and moves faster the longer he spends preparing to shoot. Otherwise, upgrade a card, add Bubble Cluster. I'm going to go for some of the upgrades. I don't actually know if this is a good idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, the bubble cluster seems to actually be very worthwhile. Like, it's maybe a 20% damage boost, but I will take that. I'm going to die. Sooner than later. Because I'm not getting any healing here. Nor would I really expect too much of it. Ah, I was trying to dodge out of the way. There's a little bit of a, It's fine. Oh, blueprint's lost. So you actually have to win to get the blueprint. Okay. Adding a... Huh. But yeah, so very much... Oh, again, surprised, aren't you? It isn't going to be easy leaving this palace. The only way out is to reach the throne room and defeat the mighty Lele himself. And remember, death is not an option. Every time you're defeated, Lele will bring you back here. You are just Lele. Let's be honest here. So, Dashing Dash, Bubble Trouble, and Starburst. Okay, not the greatest start. I'll make it work. Okay, the secondary bubbles aren't bad. The death animation, pretty much just full Zagreus, ain't it? I might want to mush some of these together. Yep. The one problem is it's on a bit of a cooldown. Which is issues. Means that I can't just rapid fire here. But yeah, getting very heavy Wizard of Legend vibes. Crossed with Hades. But with its own flares. Okay. So what's this one? Okay, so... Do I want push? Yeah, I'll give it push. Get out of here, fart boy. Oops. Okay. So we don't actually have to charge it that hard. We just have to charge it if we want it to go far. But that's not terribly necessary. I just wonder if I'd actually be better off going for more of a Death Nova build. Nope, didn't work. I think the main problem is the dodge doesn't feel quite right. I think there's a little bit too much of a delay. Alright, Shocking Rival. Dashes forward, creating a huge explosion. Otherwise, Hex. Ooh. I'm just gonna do Shocking Rival for the time being. I don't know if it's not great. Yeah, so there's no iframes on the dodge. Okay. This is gonna take a bit... it's gonna take a lot of getting used to. Just because it's a slower tempo. The enemies are slower than I am, and I am slower than I think I should be. Maybe with some upgrades it won't be so bad. Okay, so hexing that guy is worth something. Oh, there's a heal. Nice cupcake. That didn't get him. Kinda wish I could do bonus damage for bouncing these guys into walls. But I gotta separate myself out from Hades a little bit. Okay. I'm getting this. So let's switch my build around a little bit. Actually, you know what? Move this over here. So now we've got a bubble cluster on this dash. Let's see what this random magical card is. We get Cone of Dazzling Light. Does stun. And some damage? Adds Seeker to pink cards. Oh. So does that mean it homes? I'm gonna have to test that for a bit. That said, I'm pretty happy with my super dash dodge blaster setup. The only problem is I'm going to take a lot of damage. Okay. This has got potential. I just have to make sure I don't get wrecked. Oh! I dashed right into that one. Alright, it's fine. I'm liking this. The skill comboing system is super good. Yeah, skill combo is 100% transistor feeling. Huh. That's interesting. So maybe my initial assumption of Hades is wrong. Okay. Try Death Bomb. Because the traps are good, but maybe Death Bomb. Oh, is that how Death Bomb works? Okay. Not feeling Death Bomb quite as much. I like the idea of that, but not enough enemies are actually stacked up on top of each other to really make that necessary or worth it. Okay. And yeah, it does look like there's higher rank spells. I'm assuming it's just higher grade versions with slightly higher stats, but it could mean that there's just like a built-in rarity system, like certain spells are rarer than others. I mean, that's probably absolutely the case. Alright, let's see if we get a good modifier here. Jump Scare. Adds fear or taste of fear. I think I'll skip on that one. Taste of Fear is kind of okay, but it's not... Okay, never mind. That's actually really valuable as just a... just like a dash nuke. Let's see. It's gonna take some doing. Not too long. Let me see. Can't go that direction. Fun game. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Aha! Yeah, so I can actually dash into their midst, fear them, and that's effectively a full stun. Ooh, I like. It does so much more damage than my regular attacks. So I can do horrible things to enemies with this one. Yeah, okay, there we go. Dazzling display. Ooh. Adds... Prey. Prey Seeker. Extra damage to stunned enemies. Oh. Put it there. I don't think we really need stun and fear on the same combo. But yeah, yeah, man, I'm losing my ability to speak here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, stun traps seems like they would actually be like a good idea. Can you link your first dash to the second one? Possibly, yes. Leave that behind. Alright. That, oh, wait, no, that's one of my traps. We are getting a lot of cupcakes here, which is nice. I need these. Mow through these guys. Boop. Boop. Nope. Horrible miss, but that's fine. And we get a dashing dash. Let's go card menu. Let's haste. Haste for 5 seconds. Ooh. So now I can just be perma-hasted. Suck a duck, you nerds. You can't deal with me. I'm too fast for you. Yeah, adding haste to one of the fear cards might not be a bad idea. Or to the fear teleport might not be a bad idea. But this way I can stay effectively... Ow. I can just stay perma-hasted forever. And that, in and of itself, seems really worthwhile. Okay. A lot of enemies. Let's ignore for a second. We want... Whoa! What is with the... Oh. I know what's up with the cuckoo clock. But that's fine, you can't do anything to me. This is really effective. I like this. Being able to combo spells together and spell effects together gives you so much room for, like, different tricks and traps and whatnot. That is... I wish more games did this. Ow. We broke out of that one real quick. Matters too much. Oop. So yeah, that's what those guys are doing. They're fighting cuckoo clocks at me. I was trying to figure that out earlier. It's like, where's the cuckoo clock coming from? Because it didn't work quite the same. 5 of a kind. So there's 5 cards in a cone. Adds wild cards. Wild cards. Yeah, that sounds really good. Okay, question. Combo. Ooh, empowerment. Yeah, that's better. Let's see. Mirror Portal, Banquet Hall. Let's see what else we got first, though. There's a little bit more. Is there a way to open up the map? Or is it just mini-maps? There's a way to open up the map. So I feel like the mirror is probably how we get out of here. Okay, so this is a shop. It's Passion Comet, Death Charm, adds vulnerability. Some of these are pretty good. Let's see, we don't have the diamonds key. Do we have any keys? Oh, I wonder if, because this is going to be Spade's key. I bet we can't go through any of those doors until we progress further in the game. Okay. I'm going to empower that one. Move that here. We're going to just stack cards and go from there. Let's check this banquet hall out. Yeah, for lucky, I can just chuck cards and then spit cards. It looks like shortcut gates. My assumption is it's actually closer to the dead cells various doors. Maybe? Hello, Master Ace. I'm happy to see that you're alive and well. As your best assistant, I did some discoveries about the palace. Some foes, when defeated, might drop shards from the cursed mirror. If you bring them to me, I can unlock useful items. I also learned that most of your magical cards and trinkets were consumed by the mirror's curse. You'll be able to find their blueprints during your escape attempts. Using your shards, I can recover those items. Okay, so this is full-on dead cells right now. You know, it's really weird. I kind of love this. This is kind of a thing I've noticed, that no game is truly original to some small degree. So I'm finding there's a lot of games, yeah, T-Potion that can be used at any time that is 100% worthwhile. But, you know, a lot of games will build off of previous games in the same genre and, you know, ape some various ideas. So we've already seen a fair bit of a Transistor thrown into this with a little bit of Wizard of Legend, and then we get to this, and we get to the medic progression, which is just full dead cells. And you know what? I realize it's important to kind of come up with your own things, but at the same time, sometimes remixing other ideas is really cool. And so the execution is kind of fun. Oh, we can sell cards found on the level. Card recycling, yep. We can also unlock new cards. Yep. Alright, let's see what the other character does first. Trinkets. Greetings, Master Ace. As your other best assistant, I set up this tent to store your trinkets. Here you can choose and equip all of your available trinkets. However, due to the mysterious design of choices, you can only equip a few of them. But fear not, I'll let you know how many you can have at the same time. Okay. So I do not have enough money. Doesn't seem like a lot of these are terribly useful for me. At least nothing that I feel like I need to go out of my way for. Let's see. Choose one prize. Okay. And then there's this guy.
Want to hear some lore? So you managed to bypass the entrance hall. I see. You must be thinking that you're strong, but don't get ahead of yourself. Did you see it all? Have you discovered and unlocked all your magical cards and trinkets? Did you visit all maps? This is still a long way to go until you find the mighty Lele. In the banquet hall, you will face perils never seen before. I hear some lore.
Okay, so it's the same lore. Alright, so let's go back here. It doesn't look like I have too much else I want to spend on. So do you want money? No, let's start saving up for recycling. That sounds most useful. Oh, I can take the trinkets. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Maybe it doesn't cost money. Go Guardian Angel for the time being. Hopefully we get a bigger pool of those as we go along. Because those trinkets themselves are kind of boring. Whoops. Okay. So these cards are pretty much amazing. They're everything I could have wanted. Oh, and there's a limited number that I can hold on to, but that's okay. So yeah, the trinkets are just full-on dead cells. I should have just made that assumption. Hope you jerks like cards. We're recursive gambit right now. So maybe going for the empowerment was a good idea. Nah, 10-second empowerment is tough. Works better on big spells that I don't use very often. Cause yeah, I can just uber nuke him with the fear charge. And it works really freaking well. I am immediately just down with this. Alright. So let's see. Do I want haste? No. Yeah, I wish I could recycle this one, but that'll be for later. Oh yeah, this really is full dead cells. I was wondering why we just didn't have a boss to fight immediately, but it makes total sense not to have one until a certain point. That said, I'm already a lot more passionate about this game than Dead Cells. I love Dead Cells, but there was definitely this feeling of kind of like... I don't want to say been there, done that. It was real fun. But it was very rare for me to do a run where I felt like, ooh, homing orbs. Okay, those are a little bit spookier than I expected them to be. Okay. It was rare for me to do a Dead Cells run and remember what it felt like after the fact. It was like, I still remember a lot of my Hades runs. And so, like, I will give Dead Cells a lot of credit. It was one of the tightest games I have ever played. But I played a lot of it when it was in a really rough state. And that ended up actually being a bit of a detractor. And it never really felt like I was playing with a lot of stuff. Oops, stay away from those orbs. Sound effects are a bit repetitive, though. That is something I would like to... If it seems like I'm giving feedback, by the way... let's see, do we want to go for the empowered magic? Yeah, probably. But yeah, if it seems like I'm picking certain things apart a little bit, it's because the developers are, in fact, going to be listening to this video, and so... It is important for me to give feedback when I can. Walked right into that one. We do have a heal, though. So what's the consensus on this game? Really freaking good. And we're still two months out. You know, we'll see how my opinions change a little bit when it comes to fighting a boss. But... so far, it's not terrible. I guess one thing I could do is instead of empower, switch that there, switch this here, switch this here. Okay. Let's try that. Let's see if this combo works better. These are altogether way too expensive for me. Yeah, I think this works a little bit better. Ow. Maybe it doesn't, actually. Alright, let's heal up. Back up to full. Go back to taking this a little seriously. Yeah, that works better. Absolutely gets me that hit and run flavor that I need. The other one is probably better for, there we go. The other one's probably better for fighting single targets, but the 5-card split shot is just kind of nuts for fighting like clustered groups. Ooh, do I want knockback on anything? Little bit. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. Much rather watch an extended review of a game as in at least a single run than a condensed version 10 minutes. It just wants to... Oh, are people talking about other things? Oh, people are talking about other things. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job of paying any attention to chat right now. I apologize, but don't apologize too much. Ow. Okay, yeah, that stun nova should be perfect for me. I just gotta remember that it is a stun nova and not one of my other regular moves. Okay. So away from that, hit him with his stun, melt dudes. Ow. Yeah, even if she's afraid or if she's stunned, it's hard for me to avoid those specifically, because I just walk straight into them like a goof. And what do we get? Jump scare. Tier 3. Well, it's slightly better than what I've got. I don't think I really want to do fear or taste of fear to any of these. So I think I'm just going to be satisfied with that one. Okay, let's go back here. What are we looking at? Bubble Trouble, Titan Punch, adds a stun vulnerability, huh, and Passion Comet. I think I'm going to just ignore those. And go to the art gallery. Alright, upgrade card's damage is affected by only the main card's tier. Oh. That makes sense. Okay, let's see. So, heal up, refill our T. It's finish off card recycle. Increases card selling value. Currently, I'm just happy to grab that. I think I'm going to work on gold credit. Not actually sure if gold credit is that helpful. So let's start slowly working on our T. And what does she have? Same general deal. Let's grab the payback knuckles. I'm taking a little bit of damage here. Got more lore?
Welcome to the Palace Art Gallery, the Dopra Museum. Here you'll find famous paintings such as Los Conejos and the creation of a magician. But beware, in a place like this, the dangers are immeasurable for a layman of arts.
I have very dead cells. I'm totally fine with it. Ow. Luckily, I can just kind of stack those. If I'm only up against one thing, I can pretty much just constantly jam debuffs onto them forever. I wonder if I could do like a poisoner build. Whoops. Okay, avoid him. nuke that guy. Yeah, I'm getting the process down. It's unlike Hades, which felt very... What would I say? Everything in Hades kind of... It was very clockwork-ish. This is a little bit more random. I can't say it's a bad thing, though. Because, yeah, this fear dodge... This fear dodge is real good. And actually has the iframes that I'm looking for. Because I can just dodge straight through stuff. Let's grab that real quick. Nope. Didn't get him. There we go. Bam. Whoops. He was not placed in the right direction, but that's fine. Who cares? Oop. Now, it looks like I'm not actually locked to the room. Ow. Oh, that has a little bit more range than I was expecting it would. Cosmic Vortex. Some of these sound like they're going to be amazing. When we unlock them. It's going to take me a little while to unlock everything, but that's okay. Let's see. But yeah, so like with Hades, you always kind of know how your dash is going to be unless you've picked up one of the Hermes boosts. Whereas in this, it's very... Ow. Like your build will potentially vary heavily from run to run. I think that's actually kind of exciting. Because none of it is locked in. I guess the other thing I might want to do, maybe I should have done, okay. Ow. Those guys hurt. Let's heal up. Grab that. I guess I should have waited. Powers of combat. Ooh. I'm gonna go for the 3-second stun. I think I'll do that. I'm not actually using the dash as much as I'd like. Okay. This is a little hurty. But I'm curious. Oh, that comet's a bit better than I would have expected. So the stun comet might not actually be as good as I would have expected. I guess the real question is how useful is Charm? Let's see. Well, that stuns for a couple of seconds. I guess I'm going to put it there. Unfortunately, my... Oh, right. I can also sell these. I got to remember that. Let's start selling these. Not really that amazingly helpful, given what I'm currently dealing with. Ooh! We now have access to the Diamond Gate. Alright, let's see what Charm does. Yeah, not really feeling charmed nearly as much. Like, I could see it being good. Ah. These freaking wizards hurt. Okay. Yeah, the push isn't very good. We need that damage. Dazzling display is okay. Okay, this should work. I guess the one problem is... There we go. Alright, so now I've got like a charm flash. So now we can go through the diamond gate. Pretty near death, and I do not have any more tea. Okay, so I have to be very wary of those wizards. Very wary of those wizards. Because they hurt. I don't know if those are exactly wizard. Heck if I know what they're supposed to be, but they're tough. Yeah, Gambit the Roguelite. It actually works. Whoop. Okay, stay away from that. Whoop. Okay, I have 1 HP. It's a bad place to be. I'm just gonna sell that one. I should have sold my other cards. I don't think it's gonna help me at this point. 1 HP in a dream. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, we got a shop. Shop has... Alright, so we're back to throwing cards again. This is tough business. We gotta be getting close to the end here. Alright, there we go. Stay away from those guys. I'm getting the powder down. No, I dodged right into it. And that's probably the best possible ending point I could have in this. I like this game. I'm going to play more. That's all there really needs to be said about this. Okay, there's a little bit more. So this game won't be out until July. Specifically like July 18th, give or take. So mid to late July. So it's still in development. We only have access to about the first half of the game, according to the email the developers sent to me, which is totally fine, because that actually seems like quite a lot. And if we're lucky, they won't delete progress when the game actually comes out, but if that's what it is, then I'll at least know which spells are worth picking up and which spells are worth ignoring. One way or another, I love this game. It's so cool looking. It's so stylish. It's a little clunkier than, like, Hades or Dead Cells or whatnot, but the remix of Dead Cells plus Transistor plus a couple other things is actually real fun. I can't wait to see what kind of goofy nonsense I can get up to in this one. So what we're probably going to do is play an amount of this, unlock a lot of the available content spells, and so on and so forth. And then I'll probably stop, wait for the game to actually come out, and then we'll dive into the full thing when it comes out. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.